The new year has just begun, and that just means a new growing season is just around the corner. So I want to share some of my tips and tricks with you guys for what you can do in January and how to get a good head start on the new year and on the new growing season. And in the end of this video, I will show you how I store my seeds. Make sure you stick along. And if you're new here, welcome aboard. So one of my best hacks for January is get your seeds ready for the season. Chilies and peppers and onions, you can start from seed, and tomatoes. If you have some early varieties, you can start them inside now also. A good thing you can do right now is start planning your garden. What are your dreams for the garden this year? Do you have any beds? What you want to, maybe you want to build some new raised beds or something. I have planned to build 2 new raised beds in my garden. You can start planning what do you want to grow in your beds. And maybe you don't want to plan at all. Maybe you just want to start your seedlings now because you're excited like I am. And maybe you want to just get it all started. And then later you can see when time comes and you need to plant them outside. Maybe you just want to do what I normally do. I just take my plants and I just plot them in the ground wherever I want them. For me, planning ahead it's kind of difficult to plan ahead in the garden because sometimes plants take up more space than what I thought. I just put them where I like them to be and where there's space. I don't feel like I have enough space. I want most of my vegetables to be above ground in a raised bed because it just seems more convenient and it just seems easier for me to manage. So it's more realistic for me to maintain a raised bed than vegetables in ground. There's still some things what I grow in ground like corn and zucchini and pumpkins and stuff like that, what takes up a lot of space. I like to keep that out of the raised bed. The things you can harvest now when it's still winter here in January is stuff like Brussels sprouts or green kale or leeks. I don't have any of that because I'm just starting all over. I didn't have a very great growing season last year. And this year is the year I start all over. What I did have is sunchokes. And you can watch my previous video right here where I tell you all about my sunchokes and how to grow them, and it's really, really easy. Then a really great thing to do in January is to prepare all your tools. You can clean them and make them sharp and make them ready for the new season. One of the next things I really like to do, I'll go through my storage of seeds. I will show you my system later in this video. I will show you how I store my seeds, and it's just super easy. Please keep watching and I will explain to you what I do. As you go through your storage of seeds, you can write down all the seeds, what you don't have and what you need to buy. What I also like to do is I like to keep a notebook. I like to keep it at hand because then this is a completely fresh notebook because it's a new year and a new garden journey for me. So this is my gardening book. I can just write garden. I want to take all my notes for what I'm growing during the year, how it went, was it good, was it bad, how big of an outcome did I have, did I produce a lot of this from this vegetable, did a certain variety do better than another variety, and yeah. And where did I put my plants in the raised beds maybe, because then I can also see, okay, they didn't thrive so good there. Why? Was it because they lacked sun or anything like that? Make some notes just so I can learn from it for next year. I think that's the most important part. If you have a greenhouse, get your greenhouse ready. Taking out all the trash, taking out all the old plants you maybe have. Watch this video if you want to see how I clean my greenhouse and also hear like a podcast kind of thing. In this video I also talk about who I am and why I'm here on YouTube. It's a really good thing to wash inside and outside. All the windows, just wash them down. I didn't do that because mine wasn't so dirty. So the more sun we can get inside, the warmer it will be and the sooner we can get our seedlings out. If you have any damages in your greenhouse, then now is also a really good time to fix that. Make sure that you don't have any broken windows, or if your door is broken like mine, then we need to fix that before the season starts. So I want to show you my system of how I'm storing my seeds. I want to show you. You open it up and it comes with a handle, so it's easy to carry around or bring outside when you need it. The box looks like this inside. It has 18 pockets or 18 smaller boxes inside of this big box. Originally, this box is supposed to be for pictures and stuff, but I like to use it for seeds. I've seen many people do it. I just got inspired and I hope I can inspire you too, because I think this is a really smart hack how to store, because normally you would have them in a big box and then you could just like keep them all standing up and you can like go through all your seeds, but for me that doesn't work. I can see what I have, I can see what I need, and No. So what I do is I store them in order. So my order would be like, here I have peppers, tomatoes, onions, so on and so forth. And it's in the order what I need to pre-sprout. This is how I need to start them inside all the seeds. If I feel like, okay, do I need to start this inside? Of course, I'll just make a quick Google search and I can see that, okay, I don't need to start like carrots and stuff. I don't need to start them inside. They do better directly in the ground. And what I do here, let me just show you. I wrote like peppers and then I wrote the month. I don't know if you can see it because of the light. So I can just go over it and say January, February, March, April, so on and so forth. What I like about this system is I can take up a box. I can see, is it empty? Is it almost empty? If it's completely empty, like I just restocked this one now. For me, there was a lot of empty ones. I had completely emptied my squash, zucchini, my corn, my beans, my peas and cucumber. I could just see the box is empty. That means I need to order that for sure. So that's what I really like about this system. It gives you a fast and quick overview and it's just easy to go through and it's easy to manage. I really like this system. I can highly recommend it. I'll put a link in the description below so you can also get one for yourself or see the specific item what I talk about. Let's just unpack the new seeds. That's always great to unpack new seeds. You see how many I ordered? You see this pile of... I think, if I remember correctly, I ordered 23 different kind of seeds. I ordered sweet peas, a lot of different kinds of beans, zucchini, carrots, leeks, more beans. Oh, and this one is like a thank you. That's nice. It's like a thank you for your order. Wildflowers for 1 square meter. Peas, more beans, another kind of zucchini, beetroot, more leek. It's because I bought 2 different kind of leeks. So I would have for early harvesting and for later harvesting. So I could harvest all winter and another is for harvesting in fall. I thought that was really smart. Like root celery, I think it's called in English. I have kale, cucumber, spinach, corn, a giant winter spinach, normal celery, another kind of carrot, and 2 kinds of zucchini. A yellow one and a normal one. I'm pretty sure I have like half of these in this box here. I'm pretty sure, but it's fine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it gave you some inspiration for what you need to do in January. So if you like this video, please subscribe and I hope I can inspire you again in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Start small, keep it simple and enjoy the process. I'll see you in the next one.